wow. We haven't been here in Spain very long. It's been about 24 hours. This is my first time personally, and I love it. I wish I had a little more time here.
I shot a film here last year, so I was here for about 2 months and completely fell in love with the city. I love the people here, I love the food here, it's all wonderful.
How does it feel being in a global phenomenon like this love story?
It's really cool. I mean, frankly, we didn't realize that the book series and the movies had such a gargantuan following. It's surprising to come, even last night, the reaction was really big. So that was always kind of relieving. I think when you're making a movie, you don't know how big the impact always is. Like, we had no idea the impact going into it. I think I don't know if I can speak for you, but say just reading the script, it was really good. So that was my first reaction. And it's cool to see everything that's come after that.
Yeah, for me, after I read the script, I just had this gargantuous love for these characters, and it was so funny, and there was so much great action, and I loved it immediately.
Is that a word, gargantuous?
It is now.
Okay, and what do you think about the people that think that these kind of stories are toxic?
You know, with the toxicity thing, I think that our adaptation of the movie has done a really good job of kind of modernizing the characters. I think, you know, when a book was written 10, 15, 20, 25, 100 years ago, a lot changes, you know, and I think that it's a little bit of the responsibility of the people making a movie to translate that to the audience that they think that will like it the most now. And I think our movie did a good job of that, so.
What is the biggest wonderful disaster that you both made during the filming?
I'd say maybe the most beautiful disaster of filming was when we were shooting the Vegas scene. Travis throws Abby on the bathroom sink, and the sink just dropped in real life and broke. It wasn't supposed to break, but it ended up in the movie, and it ended up being a really funny moment when the sink just randomly dropped.
Yeah, I think in one of the fight scenes, I got knocked upside the head really hard, actually, by one of the fighters who was very apologetic, and it was my fault, even despite that, because I wasn't dodging quick enough. But that was a good learning lesson for me, to be more on top of it, and it woke me up. So the next scene that we did, the next take of it, was the one that we actually used in the movie, because I was very attentive. I wanted to make sure that didn't happen ever again. So sometimes it pays off.
And do you think you have anything in common with your characters?
I think our biggest commonality is our stubbornness. I can be quite stubborn, as can Abby.
Yeah, I think that there's some commonality in Travis and myself. I think that we're probably both very open to who we are, pretty direct and straightforward, maybe not willing to change who we are for other people. I think that's a good thing in my book. That's probably the closest, but I think Travis even has me beat there, so.
Well, Abby's very good at poker and Travis also like it. But in real life, are you good playing any game like Uno? Do you know Uno?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Uno.
The end of a relationship.
I'm an Uno shark.
I'm an Uno shark too.
Are you?
Oh yeah, big Uno shark. Ooh. I'm a big Settlers of Catan shark too. Beat anybody at Catan.
I'm pretty good at Super Smash Brothers. That is like, I know everybody says that, but I'm like actually a beast at it. But I had to put down the controller because I was making my friend group angry. But you always think you're really good at a competitive game until you go to a competition. I am pretty good at Smash Brothers within my community, but when I went to a competition, I got my butt whooped, and it was a very awesome thing to experience. So.
Well, then what can we say to the people to push them to theaters to watch the movie?
That it's so much more than just a romance film. It's so fun, it's so sexy, there's so much action, and it's gonna play really well on the big screen. And I think it's a great film to bring a date to or to go see with a group of friends. And yeah, it's just, I think people are going to be so pleasantly surprised by how much is in the film.
Yeah, I think that the film defies a lot of expectations in a lot of ways. I think it reaches a larger audience than you might expect. You know, it is not just a romance, it's not just a comedy, just an action. I think that the cross-genre nature of our movie is a really fun theater-going experience. So I hope that everyone goes to the theaters and watches it.